Lower shipping, yay!
But packaging rules, warning.
It's been a few months since Poshmark switched from priority mail to Ground Advantage. We're going to be talking about our real life experience. What do we think? What do we like? What do we not like? And where Poshmark can improve. So if you sell online and if you like making money by selling online, then you're going to want to watch this video. Let's start with the good news, the pros.
Okay, there's lower flat shipping costs for our buyers and potentially more buyer conversions. You know, Poshmark dropped the flat rate from $8.27 to $6.49, the lowest since 2017.
So what that means is there's reduced friction from the buyers, which increases sales. $6.49 is a great flat rate price to pay for anything up to 5 pounds. Yeah. Because even things below 5 pounds, you're already coming close to that rate.
For sure. At 8 ounces, you're about close to that. It's like five something. So
yeah, and that's at a commercial rate. That's not at a retail rate.
Yeah.
So you're already over that, especially because during the holiday times, like now, they charge additional holiday surplus fees. Pro 2.
We got free Ground Advantage brand boxes available to sellers, but you have to order them. So we recommend that you always order in advance because it's not guaranteed you get them when you want them. So if you kind of keep on it and keep your stockpile filled, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what we do. We order ahead of time and we keep ordering, especially the poly mailers. We love the poly mailers.
Yeah, all the poly mailers. The poly mailers and even the poly mailer that has the bubbles, excellent.
Pro 3. So it seems like this is supposed to be part of Poshmark's plan as far as price stability, meaning they're trying to keep prices low in the wake of all the USPS price raises. Now, if you're familiar with our last video, we talked about the USPS price raises and why that's going to keep happening for the next several years. So you better buckle up because we're in for a ride.
Yeah, it's going to get pricey.
And if you haven't seen that video, you're going to want to check it out. We'll link it above.
Yeah, and you can inform yourself because it is very informative.
You're going to want to prepare. Any smart business owner, and even if you do this on the side, you're a business owner, is in it to make money, no matter how you frame it.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to go into business to lose money. So you need to prepare for what the shipping is going to look like in these next few years. So Poshmark having this flat rate makes it very seducing, like inviting to buyers. And
they're looking in the future kind of for their company, trying to draw more sales and everything through them.
For sure. And we see a lot of sales in Poshmark. I think Poshmark is probably consistently number 1 or 2 on all the platforms we sell on, and it's always fighting with eBay. So between the two, it's up there. Yeah.
And so and I only see them growing more, especially with the shipping cost is going to go up.
Yeah.
Like we said, go check out our other video. It's going to be going up, I think, to 2030 something was what we said in the video. That's a long time for prices to be raising. So if these guys can lock down a price and you get up to 5 pounds, that leaves a reseller like us a lot of room.
You don't even have to think about the shipping on Poshmark as long as it's 5 pounds and under. And that is nice.
Very nice.
So now we're going to go over the cons because there are cons to this new shipping system.
Yeah. There's not all positives that come with it.
If you like these type of videos, make sure to give us a follow and comment your favorite pro so far. Con number 1, slower transit times. So transit times went from 1 to 3 days on priority to 3 days at minimum up to 5 days on average.
We have been not noticing like biggest slowdown in shipping yet, but holidays are just hitting and we don't know what kind of cutbacks they're doing in the post office. They went from guaranteeing a 1 to 3 day shipping to 3 to 5, and that's a big difference in the reselling route.
It is, and a lot of buyers are used to the 1 to 3 days. And so the ones that aren't paying attention to these small changes like shipping, I mean, they're paying attention as far as, hey, I'm paying less, but they might not be paying attention as in I'm paying less because my package is taking a little longer. So we have been looking in the groups and online, and there have been resellers that have gotten complaints from buyers expecting priority-like speeds. So we're going to read this Reddit post really quickly just to provide a great example. So this is from Vintage Sickness on our Poshmark. And it says, I'm sorry if this has been complained about too much already, but I've been getting a lot more 4-star ratings with ship time as a could improve. I pretty much always ship out next day. And ever since Posh switched their shipping, orders have been taking up to 2 weeks to deliver. I can usually chat with the buyer quick to explain, and they'll change the rating, but it's just frustrating on both sides.
And like we said, we haven't personally noticed a real slowdown in our delivery times, but depending where you're at, you know, how busy your post office is and all that has to determine.
For sure. Con number 2.
Con number 2 is priority packaging is no longer allowed. Using it risks fees or compliance issues.
Yep.
You know, so one of the negatives is there's a waste of leftover priority mailing. So that kind of sucks because you don't want to be shipping it out with these packages. There have been instances where people have gotten penalties for up to $5 per package. Even the post office not accepting the priority boxes with the Ground Advantage labels.
The hard part for us is we ship out so much that when the change was announced, I think it was announced 2 weeks maybe before they actually put it in effect. So we had all these packages stacked up because we order in bulk online. And then the post office wouldn't take any of it back. So you're just stuck with it. Con number 3. Delivery routing oddities for remote zones such as Alaska, Hawaii, and the territories. Meaning we're seeing longer transport times. People are seeing up to 19 days and over for their packages to be delivered. So that's an incredible increase because you weren't seeing that with priority, right? Because it was it was prioritized. That was the point of it. We'll read this Reddit post by OK Entertainment 4910 from just 3 months ago.
It says, the new shipping policy is going to severely impact Alaska and Hawaii sellers. I live in Alaska and sold a piece of jewelry yesterday. I shipped it via Ground Advantage the same day before noon. Tracking this morning shows that it will take at least 18 days for my package to reach the buyer. The package is small and very very lightweight. I was afraid this is going to happen with Ground Advantage since most of those packages end up on a boat instead of in an airplane. If I were a buyer and were aware that my purchase would take nearly 3 weeks to reach me, I would give a second thought to purchasing from that seller.
And they put an update saying that they sold 3 items in 1 week, and 1 was scheduled for 18 days and 2 are scheduled for 19-day deliveries. I do see some other people referencing territories and other places where it took 3 weeks and over. So it seems like if you're sending anywhere overseas, even though it's America, it's probably going to take up to a month. Con number 4.
Supply chain friction. Platform branded supply ordering issues.
To order packages as a seller, it's a pain in the butt, okay? Because
Not everything.
everything that we love to order constantly seems to be on back order, which means everybody loves to order those things. And I'm talking specifically about the poly mailers and the bubble mailers. It's like that is the go-to right now. We'll talk about actionable steps that we take to mitigate all of these cons a little bit later in the video. So keep sticking around for that because we're almost to that point. But back orders are creating delays. And it also is kind of confusing to know the ordering process and the inventory names because on the packaging, it has different names than referenced on the Poshmark packaging ordering web page. Like they're different.
It's confusing.
And if you want to see the differences and the official names on the packaging, because if you use the names off of Poshmark's website, you'll get sent the wrong stuff. That's what happened to us. And it was a waste because I thought we were getting one thing and we got a whole nother.
Yeah.
But if you use the name on the actual packaging, you get the right stuff. So make sure you watch our other video where it's linked and we talk about how to order packaging, what the packaging is, and the best uses for them. Our last con, number 5,
is heavy, oversized, and strange packaging. You'll get to the 5 pounds much faster with these Ground Advantage boxes. Like I said, that's why we've been sticking with the poly mailers. One, they don't really give you a small size option box.
No.
At all. So if you have any smaller items, it basically has to go in a poly mailer, or you're going to have to put it in a box yourself and then put it in a poly mailer. And their boxes, I give them credit, their boxes are very, very heavy duty. But on that side, it makes it very fast to get up to that 5 pounds.
It does because they're very thick. Hey, this is Editing Shy here really quick. I wanted to hop in because I did take notes on that oversized package we were talking about because I knew I wanted to include it in a video. So when we shipped out these pair of men's Red Wing boots, they were a size 11.5. So as you can imagine, they were very heavy. So when we packed everything with the box, because this is how we usually pack our boots, it was over 6 pounds and 4 ounces. That is with the new USPS Ground Advantage large shipping box. When we wrap them in bubble wrap, each boot, and then we put them into clear poly mailers, and then we put it into a poly mailing bag, an extra large one that we have, we got 5 pounds, 7 ounces. So we still had to pay an overage, but instead of 3 pounds, we paid 2 pounds overage. Because when you're paying overage, you have to include the ounces. So yeah, back to the story. And also the weirdest packaging that they have are those really large paper mailing bags. We are scared to use those, especially during the winter rainy season, because I'm so afraid they're going to disintegrate in the wet. When you open the bags, there's no plastic lining. It literally is just like all of that paper, and even the stuffing on the inside looks like recycled paper.
Yeah, like if they did something like they make those flat envelopes for priority where it's like a wax envelope. If they had some kind of coating to protect it, and it's for a larger packaging, you know what I mean? So they would be leaving it outside. Yeah. It wouldn't fit in your mailbox.
Nope.
So if it was on like the porch and you had something that cannot get wet and it's in there, it will get wet.
So we do like the padding that they add, but nothing else.
Yes.
We don't ship in it. We just leave it. All right, now we're going to move on to some actionable steps to mitigate all the cons that we just went over. So we have 4 of those actionable steps. The first one is to use plain poly mailers or boxes. Avoid priority branded mailers at all costs. And we can show you a few Ground Advantage examples. Actually, scratch that. Check out our next video after this because it's a whole video, 2 videos actually, on Ground Advantage packaging examples. So make sure you watch those. Yeah. And subscribe if you like these type of videos. They are taking a while to get some of the packaging in. A lot of the stuff that is popular is back ordered right now. After our initial order, I put another order in. Maybe a couple weeks later, I didn't hear nothing, no response, nothing. And then I put another one in a few weeks after that, and then I got a response on that email stating that everything's back ordered. So then we put another one in so that since we're back ordered, we're already in line for that order, but then we'll get to the back of the line for the next round of back order. So
keep up with it.
Keep up with it.
Or you're going to have to be paying for your own
or buy
packaging.
Poly mailers and packaging. Now we're going to go to actionable step number 2. List delivery estimates clearly in the description. So if you're worried about people or if you constantly get feedback about long delivery times, just put it in your description as a reminder.
Yep. As long as they know it and they know it going in purchasing. Because if you're like not in a rush or anything to really get it, I don't mind waiting a little extra time to get it. You know, yeah. It's not going to deter me from buying something, especially if they have something I want at the price I want.
Because we're no longer sending priority anymore. Nobody is through Poshmark. That way they just have an expectation that's set and you don't get blamed and a reduced rating.
Very mindful of letting the person buying from you that there is delays in the time, and I'm sure you won't hit all those issues.
Especially if you're sending something overseas. Like if you see that address on that mailing slip and it says it's going to Hawaii, Alaska, or any of the territories, just send them a quick message. Say, hey, just a reminder, this is Ground Advantage and it might take a little longer. Now, actionable step number 3.
Order Ground Advantage supplies ASAP.
Like right now, like right after this video. And we already went over why.
Yeah. And then as soon as you get your new one, put in another order already. Because you don't know how long it's going to take. And then you always should have backup because you don't want to be going into your own pocket. This is why we do this, is to kind of make money. And this is part of the whole deal with Poshmark. Mm-hmm. So make sure you get your supplies.
Be smart. Plan ahead.
Yeah, plan ahead.
Now, actionable step number 4. Reweigh anything that is heavy. Reweigh things that you use Ground Advantage boxes for. Because those boxes are heavy and they will make you go over if it's very close. Yeah. Like we sent out a pair of boots and we packed it in a box, and with the box and everything, the boots were almost 7 pounds. Okay? If it was just packed in a poly mailer, wrapped in bubble wrap, it still went over, but it only went over by 5.5 pounds.
Yeah.
So we ended up paying a 1 pound overage where we would have paid a 3 pound overage.
Yeah.
So those boxes, great for protection. Bad for staying under 5 pounds. Reweigh if you use them.
Yeah. Or you're going to be paying out of your pocket.
Yeah. So comment below. What do you think is your favorite piece of information so far? And share a piece of information with us too, okay? Yeah, do it now. Okay. Now we're going to go over things to not do, 2 things to not do under any circumstances, okay? Do not follow this advice that we've seen online. This is bad advice. These are horrible suggestions. I wish I screenshotted these horrible suggestions. Number 1. Offer buyers upgraded shipping off platform.
No.
That's against policy. That will get you kicked off of Poshmark. Do not do that. Number 2.
Wrap your priority boxes in plain poly mailers.
Yeah, I just seen someone say they got in trouble and they wrote a postage owed and they wrote the amount that it would be as a priority box. 3 things we wish Poshmark would do. So Poshmark, if you're listening, like right here, do it.
You gotta provide buyers with an option for priority mail.
This is number 1. Because some people want it quickly. Some people are willing to pay $2 or $3 extra, whatever it is, to get it faster. If I had the option of having priority mail at a couple dollars more, I would take it, especially if it's something I really wanted or needed for a special event or by a certain deadline. Number 2. You guys should be sending buyers reminders about Ground Advantage ship time increases every time they purchase something and get an email confirmation with that purchase. You should put in bright highlighted section that says that. And then send another reminder out. Because we as sellers shouldn't be getting dinged for that when it's not our fault at all.
Number 3, you gotta allow sellers to set additional weights for stuff over 5 pounds.
Please do this.
Yes.
Please.
Because it makes it very difficult to put items that are heavier on your platform. You guys are missing out a lot from us resellers.
You are. And I'm talking about buyers paying, not sellers paying it.
Yeah.
We should be able to put in our listing, there should be a section saying, is this thing over 5 pounds? And then that $4, $6, whatever, we should be able to click that. And then the buyer gets charged that. They still get sent at Ground Advantage, but they get charged that overage.
Yeah.
Especially with those heavy freaking boxes you guys have us using. But we also want to protect our stuff. So it's like, we don't really have a choice here unless we send everything in poly mailers. And then if it breaks, it's on us.
Yeah.
We pay the overages up to 10 pounds. But I don't see why it's not possible to just add it as an option when we're creating the listing and then the buyer pays it up to 10 pounds.
Yeah.
That same overage amount. Just switch who pays it. Please. This is number 1 request.
It would help a lot.
Yes. We could add a lot of things onto the site that we can't previously sell because of the weight.
Which adds to more money for you guys.
You remember that. More money for you guys. Okay. Now, our final verdict. For us, the pros outweigh the con.
For sure.
Because there are more purchases with lower shipping. So we've seen a little increase in sales when the shipping amount went down.
Dropped.
Yeah. The hardest part was that we didn't have the Ground Advantage packaging. So we had to buy our own packaging. But once we got through that hump, then now that we understand the system and we're giving you the hacks for the system so you can understand it too.
And not have to buy your own stuff.
Yeah. Then it's much better. So it's better on bargaining as well because when people want to, make offers, we're able to kind of accept them because we're not paying for packaging. Poshmark is our top performing site and is constantly in a fight with eBay for number 1. This site is very much worth posting on, even though we had more cons than we had pros.
Yeah.
This site is still worth posting on because it's still a moneymaker if you do it smart and know how to work it.
Yeah.
And if you want more content on how to make profits on Poshmark, make sure you put that in the comments so we know what type of content to make for you guys. All you have to do is be smart and you'll make money. Selling stuff to clear your closet, you still want to get a little...
You want to make money.
Yeah.
If not, you just go donate it. So
Sure, yeah. So drop your Ground Advantage experiences below. We want to hear your stories. I love reading Reddit posts, so I think of those comments as kind of like mini Reddit posts. And subscribe if you want to learn more about making money with reselling.
Yeah.
We hope you liked this video. Yeah. If you didn't, too bad.
Yeah, make sure you check out the other videos we have linked in here.
Yep, and you'll learn a lot about selling on Poshmark, all the updates, all the insider information.
All about the packaging.
You'll avoid all the mistakes we made, and it'll save you money.
For sure.
Yes. So you have a great day, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's if we don't see you again before that.
Hopefully we do.
Hopefully we do. Bye!